95% of men and 90% of women admit that they've masturbated.
And this is those who have admitted. In reality though, all of us have done it once in lifetime. So it is absolutely normal. Or not. Porn addiction can cause
chronic fatigue, melancholy, guilt, low self-esteem, insecurity, anxiety, lack of motivation, decreased desire to find a partner, and even depression.
Or not.
What will happen if you abstain from any sexual activity at all for 30 days?
I did the hardest experiment of my life, and I was amazed about what
was happening to my body, how it ended, and most importantly,
what happened on day 30.
What are you doing, step bro?
I first started to watch porn when I was 7, when I found out my uncle's videotapes. And to be honest, from that period of time, I've never stopped to watch it. However, I noticed that growing up, it became harder and harder to communicate with girls, and my confidence level went drastically down. So in 2018-19, I found out this magical NoFap and No Nut November thing, and I wanted to try it out. I did my research and tried this NoFap thing. I failed.
I was battling constant anxiety and depression for past 3 years. Then I recalled about NoFap thing.
So that is why in the February of 2022, I decided to stick with Semen Retention, aka NoFap, for 30
days. On the second and third days, I was already clearly beginning to feel the first symptoms of quitting the habit. I couldn't concentrate at anything without thinking about jerking off and watching porn. I was so addictive to the bad habit, I felt like addict who is jonesing for cocaine.
After tough first week, I did some research and came across with the really bad news that NoFap can lead to erectile dysfunction or even impotence. But it turns out that nothing bad can happen to you in that short period of time, and most likely even opposite. And besides that, it's not just keeping mayonnaise in your jar. Most people don't know that
evolution has made sure that our kind will continue, which is why during orgasm we get nuclear explosion of dopamine and opioid hormones. The brain rewards us for being able to win a female or maybe even win a fight against another male. But we decided to outsmart the system and made so that the female themselves come to us. You only need to click the mouse and thousands of appetizing ladies will be at your disposal.
It is amazing how our brain could not see difference between video and harsh reality. So that is why we feel very dominant while we jerk off, because we are ready to be pleased by as many ladies as our ancestors have never met in their entire lives.
Which is why after you have played with your junior, you may feel like total crap, but a minute ago you were surrounded by girls, and now you're faced with the harsh reality that you've locked yourself in the bathroom and your homework isn't done yet.
So the task is to stop deceiving your brain from creating the illusion of your hyper masculinity, that you're dominant male and you can get every girl you want by click of the mouse. And instead of that, check how our brain will behave after realizing the harsh and bitter truth.
By the middle of the second week, the fapping triggers started getting stronger and stronger, and it was impossible to hide from them. The moments when an image with even a slight erotic connotation appeared on the screen, I had to literally hold on to something so I couldn't strangle the anaconda.
The brain has created such a powerful illusion that right now in the whole universe nothing is more important than imagining doing bad stuff with that particular female from that particular banner ad.
It would seem that you can limit yourself from the internet and that's it. Your friend is protected. But I have learned the world of erotic dreams, that you not only see but also feel everything as if it was real. And you wake up with Eiffel Tower between your legs. And by the way, be careful in this situation. One awkward movement and...
Have you ever felt like Predator? Because after third week, I was one of them. My eyes
were literally fixed on every passing woman on the street. And most importantly, I felt like I was just as attractive to them as they were to me.
Have you ever stolen something in supermarket? Because stealing is just not wrong.
It's very scary, but if you clearly understand that if you will not steal today, you will be hungry, the fear of hunger will overpower the fear of stealing.
The same with the women on NoFap.
You don't just want a female, you become much confident, less afraid of appearing stupid and awkward, so you shoot your shot.
Your brain thinks that there is no time to be shy, and that is necessary right now to pass your gene and have a family, to reproduce as soon as possible. So that is why your body starts to produce huge amount of energy in the form of hormones. And this energy can be used for almost anything, but it requires lots of effort, because the first thing that hormones try to do is bang some chicks and pass your genes. And I thought I was well aware of that, but by the end of the 3rd week, I felt like Hulk in his calm state. And I felt that if I lost control even for 1 second, then
I became more aggressive, more selfish, and I had the constant thoughts of imaginal fight scenes and even dreams where I fight someone. My testosterone level increased and I became more confident. And I liked that feeling.
so I suddenly noticed that I'm not a particularly shy person, and it was easier to communicate with people. For example, just to walk up and say hi or ask a time. I was completely used to all these good effects of NoFap, and sometimes even began to forget that I'm doing a NoFap challenge. But
as soon as I came across a photo or video of girls on Instagram or TikTok, man, I started to fight with my demons.
overall, this past month was very tough, but totally worth it. My semen retention journey has only begun. I'm planning to do semen retention or NoFap for next 1 year and see the results. I was shocked on how much potential we men have in our balls. Yes, it is very hard to break that bad habit, the habit of watching porn and masturbation, but in return you get enormous amount of energy and confidence that you can achieve anything in the world. Fair trade, yeah? And what I conclude from this experiment is either you hold your life in your hands or coke in your hands. The choice is yours.